Hello dear friends, you're welcome back to my channel. As usual, you know my channel is out here for reviews and giving you the best when it comes to income earning opportunities, because we go far straight up to tell you the intrinsic details of any platform that is under our review radar. Anyways, in today's video, I'm not here to give you some reviews or whatsoever. I'm here to tell you about a particular package that you can use in creating a reoccurring wealth for yourself. Now, it is all depending on you at this point in time. If you know what to do, if you know how to do it, then in the next few months, you should be one of the big players of the e-commerce sector. Now, let's get into business right away. Generally, when you come to my channel, you notice that I take my time to explain platforms, what they do, how they generate returns for you when you get to invest in them. Now, if you invest in yourself by creating an e-commerce platform for yourself, of course you'll be one of the big players, and this time you would now be even seeking investors, or people will be seeking to invest in you so that you can give them returns. This time it's not called investment, it is called buying of shares or something like that. It just depends on the degree you are willing to take this stuff to. So now, what is the ideology? What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Magento open source. The Magento open source, or the Magento commerce. Yes, Magento is a well-known package already out there. It is used by various individuals. It has been used by various persons to create beautiful and wonderful e-commerce platform. However, this service is not limited to Magento. You want to do the research you can to find the one that is most flexible to you. However, I am deciding to talk about Magento in this video because it is a very popular one. It is the third most recognized platform that offers this service, and it is very flexible. Everything you want to do can be regulated and controlled by you, if only you understand what you're doing. Now, the ideology here is this: creating an e-commerce platform. I'm going to create a playlist for this kind of factors that's outside my reviews. Now, the playlist is going to have different reoccurring kind of businesses that you can do that will fetch you green and cool money over time. Remember, everything that's about consistency if you know what you are doing right now. Anyways, let's talk about Magento. I'm talking about the Magento commerce, or the Magento open source. Now, the Magento open source is a free, like it goes, open source is a free software that you can use to create something for yourself. Now, in this Magento open source, all you need to do is get to host your website or whatsoever you built on a hosting platform. Creating the platform is done using Magento. Straight up, for the Magento commerce, this version offers you more features, and in this version you can actually build your website by simply dragging tabs and pasting on your screen, just like building a small trading robot. Drag tabs, paste on your screen to create your website fully functional and operational. That is just how it works. However, you will still need to get a hoster, a hosting company to host your website. Yes, it is typical to creating a blog, but this time you are creating an e-commerce web, a secured e-commerce business website. So now you're thinking business already. What kind of business can you do? What kind of e-commerce business can you do is something very important to consider. Now, I will do my best to help you when it comes to this, but everything comes from within. It is up to you to decide what to do with this information. However, before we come to that, we've seen the platforms, we've seen how to host it. What next is this: you need to download this Magento open source software into your PC, and for you to be able to do this, it's simple. Simply go to the Adobe website. It is very secured. When you get there, you download the source. After downloading the source, you proceed to install it in your system, and then you have everything you need. Now, after installing this in your system, you can now proceed to create your website. However, before you proceed to creating your website, there are things you want to consider. Now, those things are dependent on your PC. Your PC should be very good. It should have a lot of space. The operating system should be anywhere from 64 bits and above. Yes. Furthermore, you should have a good memory on that system. And with all of this, you can create a good e-commerce website. Now, let's go back to what kind of business you can create, or what kinds of e-commerce business that you can create using Magento. Now, a typical kind of e-commerce platform you can create using Magento is if you have let's say if you have a boutique shop, thriving business already. This time let me focus on thriving business. If you have a boutique shop in a good situation and then you want to get your product to larger audience, you can think of creating a professional website using Magento. And then if you do drop shipping kind of business, you can also think of doing this. Let me say you're a popular bead maker, or let me say you deal on fancy bags and things of that nature. You can actually get to create a professional website. You're a food vendor, you cook very good foods, you can even sell yourself. You know, the ideas is just plenty. It's just about you, what you're willing to do and how you're willing to do it. Magento is a very good source. If you're unable to afford Magento, there are other options available. Like I said, Magento is the third. There are others available. You can use WordPress, you can use Blogger, but all those ones might take you. You can use even the WIX, a very popular one. They might take you a little longer to set up something, but anyhow, you'll still achieve a particular result if you know what you're doing. So guys, with this information, you can get to create a business that is running. After creating a running business, you can actually get to advance the business by creating a professional e-commerce website with the knowledge you've gotten from this video. Now, that information that I just dropped now applies to those that don't have a business running already. However, if you don't have money to start up the business, I'm going to continue my reviews, and on that review section, I'll tell you a safe platform whereby you can actually get to generate some returns. And when you generate these returns, you want to save it for this particular business that you are already dreaming of and then grow it. Nonetheless, there are a lot of benefits. Just stay tuned to this channel and then you'll benefit just a lot. All you need to do is subscribe, click the like button, and then continue seeing the videos as soon as they drop. I'm going to see you in the next video. However, a link has been pasted in the description below to help you with the articulated guidelines on how to proceed with this. However, if you must benefit even fully well from this, you need a lot more homework to do. This video is just a heads up.